Hello, thank you for tuning in to Vandalay Guitar Repair. I am your host Sean, back on the workbench. This is 1995 Gibson Les Paul Studio. This has the Seymour Duncan blackouts in it. Pretty cool pickups. Today I'm going to string it up. We got the new tuners on it on the last episode, and I don't know what I'm going to do about adjusting this pickup yet, because it is broken on this side. The tab is broken. I have it set pretty well right now, but I don't know if it's adjusted right. I did it by eye. First thing I'm going to do is take a look at this bridge and try to clean out. I have some questions about this bridge. So slots are kind of cut off a little, and it is a little collapsed. I think it'll be okay. I'm going to mess with it and see what I can do. I'm probably going to suggest that my friend replace this bridge at some point. I think it'll be fine for now. But I'm going to clean it up a little and just hit it with some sandpaper and clean those out. Looks like there's some burrs in there and stuff. So anyway, hang tight and we'll get started. Okay, so what I'm doing here is taking some sandpaper. I'm not trying to cut these slots any. I'm just trying to clean them out good. There's a lot of gunk in them. And I think that could affect not only tuning stability and intonation, which we're going to set, but it could also help to break strings. But it looks to me like some of these are really off center. Maybe that's how they were from the factory. I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it was playing nicely when it came to me, so I'm just going to assume it's where it needs to be. And that's already making a big difference. This thing's kind of dirty. I didn't spend a whole lot of time cleaning it. I'm going to wipe it down a little better. But yeah, that's making a big difference. Feel a lot better with that. Okay. Hang on, let me wipe this off a little bit more. Okay, so I have those pretty well cleaned out. I'm going to have to adjust the intonation, and this is pretty gunky. I'm going to hit it with some penetrating oil, just a little bit. I'm sure it's going to need it. Sit for just a moment. And I'm going to grab my flathead screwdriver, or a flathead screwdriver, and just I don't want to move these too much because I mean, some of them may be intonated fine. I don't know. There we go. Yeah, I definitely needed that. Some of these just wouldn't really move. That one's still not wanting to. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Oops. And that's what I want before I get the strings on and all. I want to make sure that everything is moving as it should be. That needs to go up, so we'll just keep that up. All right. Good deal. Hang on, we'll put that on. We'll put the strings on and go from there. All right, so it's a Gibson, so it should be 12-inch radius, but you know, we're Just gonna double check. Every once in a while, they surprise me. But Les Pauls are almost always, unless something's happened. Well, I love Les Pauls. My favorite guitar ever. Yeah, so we're right at 12. We'll use that to set it up. And let's put these strings on. And as soon as they're on, we'll take a look at the action, the intonation. Hopefully get this thing done today and get it back to my buddy so he can use it. So with Les Pauls and or Les Paul style guitars, I generally put both E strings on first so that the tailpiece doesn't fall back and scratch the guitar. And I'm probably going to have to raise this tailpiece some. I don't want it touching the back of the bridge. First things first, though, we'll get the rest of these strings on and get everything adjusted. All right, strings are all on. I'm stretching them now. I just guessed at this. I don't think the action's right, although it doesn't look too bad. Let's get these stretched a little and tune it again. And he is tuning half a step down. Let me get these tuned, and then we'll take a look at the action, and then the intonation. Then we're gonna have to figure out how to adjust these pickups, or how to adjust this pickup. All right, everything is tuned up. I'm going here and adjust this camera a little. I'm gonna measure, see where we're at. Ooh, that is really low. I don't know if it like 1.25. I'm gonna have to raise this action just a little, which I figured I would, but I would rather. Man, it's close though. 150 down there. I am close. I'm gonna raise this bass side just a little, and I think that might get us. Right about 125 all over. And if I can keep it this low, I'd be happy to. Hang on, I'm going to check and make sure that we're not getting any buzzes, and then we're going to look at the intonation. All right, so the action's killing it. I got it at 1.25, and everything's great. No buzzes, nothing. Before I set the intonation, I want to cut a few of these slots a little bit. They're just a little high. So you can get my files, and I'll get you up here so you can see. All right, you guys see me do this a bunch. Just have to take your time. Do it in increments. And this is really close. Oh, that is already just about there. And with a Les Paul especially, you want to make sure you're cutting it at the right angle so it stays in tune. And these are already cut, so it's not like I'm cutting it as a new nut. But if you ever do need to do it, this is cut nicely, so no issues there. I'm mostly just cleaning it up. I'll put a little graphite in there when I'm done too. All right, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to go through and do these, then we'll check the intonation. And Lord, I don't know what we're going to do about the pickup. So for the pickup, we'll have to figure that out. All right, so I believe this nut is all cut nicely. Let me let's check the intonation. It's going to be our next task. I don't know if you can see it. Get these fives out of the way. All right, so there we go. E flat, all good. I got that one right on. I guessed at these, so I mean, after you see it so many years, you can kind of make a educated guess. All right, G, A string, right there. Got that one on. Oops. All right, got the B string right on, or A string. This one I think is probably out. Just a tiny bit. I'm pretty proud of my guessing. I mean, it's way less than a cent. I doubt anyone would ever hear it. But because we can make it perfect, we're going to make it perfect. So rule of thumb, if you're ever setting your intonation, if it goes sharp, you always want to follow the needle. So sharp, we're going to take the saddle back. And I mean, I'm just going to take it back tiny, tiny bit. Oh, so close. Just a little bit more. It might have been too much. We'll see. Oh, that's it. Look at that. Perfect. All right. So intonation is set. I do believe the action is where I need it to be. No buzzing. I mean, a little bit of buzzing on the E string, but it won't when it's plugged in. Yeah, I like that. That's nice low action. I think I'm going to raise the bass side just a hair. I mean, just a hair. I don't necessarily think it needs it, but depending on how people play, I want to make sure he's a little heavy-handed, but there won't be any issues. Let me retune it and check it again. All right, so yeah, that action, man, it's 1.25 everywhere. It's great. This thing sounds fantastic just off the wood. I can see why he likes this guitar. All right, so the only thing is, I mean, these pickups are, say, extremely low, and they're active pickups, so they need to be really close to the strings. Let me experiment. That's all I can do. So I know I can raise it on this side. And I'm going to have to it had some foam underneath the other side. Which was fine, but it's not going to, I don't know, I'm going to get the bass side about where I want it. And then I'm going to have to pull the pickup and see what I can do. Tell you what though, let me do this. I'll get the rhythm pickup set real quickly. Just got to come up a lot. Active pickups, when you use those, you want those really close to the strings. I'd say within 2 millimeters or so. That's just the way they're designed. Passive pickups, I mean, you still can, but you have more of a range. And a lot of times, people will put passive pickups in different positions depending on what they want, the sound that they want, etc. So that's just about right. Just about for this rhythm pickup. And I mean, I'll have to listen to it to even it all out, but you can usually eye them up and tell about where they need to be. Yeah. All right, that's good. All right, I'm gonna give me a moment here. I'm gonna figure out what to do with this pickup. Okay, so I don't have it screwed down yet, but I think I have it. And what I did is it had when it came to me, it had some of this really soft foam. That just doesn't work out too well for pickups. I have some real dense pickup foam. And what I did is I put it under here. The bad thing is, I don't have this screwed down. It will move, but it pops right back up to where it's supposed to be. With that tab being gone, I mean, this pickup really needs to be replaced because you can't replace the covers on these. I think that's as good as it gets. The good thing is it's adjusted right about where it needs to be. I just kept trimming this down until it was right. Again, the bad thing is, it's not completely stable, which shouldn't matter much. I mean, you're not going to hit it very often, but still, It's not my preference. I don't think there's any way I can get it to stop that. I'm going to think for a minute, see if I can assist it a little, and hang on, I'll be right back, and then I'll screw this in, and we should be done. All right, so I was able to use a very small piece of this soft foam and wedge it there. So between the dense foam holding it up and the soft foam holding it pretty stable. I'm happy with that. Yeah. If it were the type of pickup where I could just, get a cover for it and replace it, that's what I'd do, but you just can't do it. And I mean, the pickup works fine, so if we can keep it going, let's keep it going. So let me screw this down and tune everything up. We should be done. All right, so I just have this hooked up to my little bench amp. Sounds pretty even to me. Let's put some distortion on it. That sounds good. All right, thanks a whole lot. I think we're done here. I'm gonna let him know he can come pick it up. Please like, subscribe, in the playlist here, all the rifle music you could ever want, and listen to it. Listen to it every day. Rock on. Love one another.